Yeah, hazing problem is been around for a long time, and believe it or not, despite all the efforts to try to stop it, it seems to be getting worse, not better.
David Bianchi calls the months of September and October hazing season. The Miami, Florida based attorney has represented families in hazing cases for more than 4 decades. The rash of cases across the country involving high school football teams in recent weeks isn't a surprise to him. There have been at least 5 high-profile cases in the news in the last 6 weeks. The principal at Elk Grove High School in Sacramento, California, sent a letter to parents outlining a hazing incident involving members of the football team. A week later, an incident at a rival school just 5 miles away led to the suspension of 7 Monterey Trail High School football players. Kentucky State Police have opened an investigation into hazing allegations involving the football team at McCreary Central High School, which took place at a preseason football camp. Harford Technical High School in Bel Air, Maryland fired its head football coach and 4 assistants on September 18th amid an investigation into hazing allegations. And a Title IX federal lawsuit has been filed in Ohio alleging widespread hazing in the football program at Ursuline High School in Youngstown. More than 20 students are alleged to have been involved, and the school canceled the remainder of the football season on September 12th. Despite the fact that 44 states have laws against hazing, there are dozens of documented cases each year, many of which involve criminal acts, according to the National Federation of State High School Associations. Bianchi believes it's simply a matter of accountability.
So you've got all the laws, rules, and regulations that you can think of on the books, but it keeps happening. And the reason it keeps happening is that we're not tough enough on trying to enforce these laws and regulations. And when these incidents do happen, the punishment is not swift enough or stern enough.
In the case of Ursuline High School, there was no punishment at all initially. The lawsuit filed September 2nd accuses members of the football team in engaging in hazing, sexual assault, and the dissemination of child pornography, among other offenses. It details the disturbing experience of a player who endured an initiation during a 9-day football camp in June. Subodh Chandra, who represents the player and his family, said the incidents go way beyond a harmless prank.
What the law does prohibit is these sorts of, violent acts, sexualized acts, and other things. And so it's very difficult to comprehend, number one, how does a culture like this develop across time, as is alleged in the lawsuit regarding the Ursuline football team? How do coaches tolerate it, look the other way?
Straight Arrow News reached out to Ursuline High School and the Archdiocese of Youngstown, but have not yet received a response. The lawsuit alleges the coaching staff knew about the hazing and, when confronted, dismissed the actions as just boys being boys. The suit also accuses the school's administration for failing to properly investigate. Chandra said the parents of the victims are baffled and they don't understand how their pleas for help could go unheard. He believes the Ursuline football team appeared to be more important than any other values at the school.
How those cultures develop, how they sustain themselves, how they remain resilient against criminal law, against civil liability prospects, against basic humanity and decency is really unclear to me. It's incomprehensible. But there is, according to the suits, a kind of groupthink that develops within the team and with the coaches and perhaps even with the administrators.
That groupthink can be stimulated and even encouraged by technology. Many of these high-profile hazing incidents involve video recordings taken by bystanders or those directly involved. The videos are then typically distributed within the group via Snapchat or other apps, and in some instances shared even wider on social media. Todd Shelton, CEO of the Hazing Prevention Network, believes a viral, copycat mentality is pervasive in this social media generation.
There's a level of one-upmanship occurring where someone sees a hazing incident and they think it's funny or they think it's cool, and they want to do it with their team or their new members, and they want to one-up the instant that they saw because they want theirs to be the one that people think is cool. And so, yes, I think absolutely it's making hazing worse.
Bianchi agrees phones and social media have become a much bigger part of hazing in recent years. That technology, though, also brings more of these cases to light.
Then the kids try to take it down. But you can't take it down because you can't put the genie back in the bottle. And let me tell you, these incidents have long-term consequences, even for high school students. Because what happens is when you record it and you post it, and now you can't take it down, this is going to follow you for the rest of your life if the police decide to investigate.
Another factor that Bianchi said can perpetuate hazing at the high school level, the feeling that football stars who are likely team leaders could go on to earn big dollars under the new pay-for-play college football model. Those players may feel they are immune to rules or invincible.
They're involved in a sports team where they were highly recruited, and now they're driving a fancy car and they've got more money than they ever dreamed of. And you throw that into the mix with all the other ingredients that make a perfect case for hazing, it's only going to make the problem worse because they're going to feel like they're bulletproof. They can get out of anything.
Shelton calls hazing the abuse of a power dynamic by people already a part of a group or organization against those trying to become a part of it. 22% of students experience some form of hazing in high school, according to a 2017 YouGov study. Stopping it requires schools, coaches, and administrators to educate students about the dangers of hazing and being clear and transparent about the rules.
They have clear, trusted channels for reporting, and then they do something about it. They take those reports seriously and hold those involved accountable.
The 5 most recent incidents mentioned in this report are all still under investigation by the school districts and in several cases also being investigated by law enforcement. If you believe there's a pressing issue in sports you think we should dig into, tell me about it at cfrancis@san.com. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Chris Francis.